newspaper. Building collapse. Lagos demolishes over 100 structures. Lagos demolishes over 100 structures in 8 months. Lagos couple faints as 3 children drown in pool. Still on the front page of the Punch newspaper, above the masthead, FG spends 1.243 trillion naira monthly as fuel subsidy hits 600 naira per litre. Operators. Self-defense firearm ban still in force. CP warns Matawale. Commission shortlist 29 for Supreme Court job. Rejects SANS. Immigration dismisses organ donors underage claim. Ebonyi Dixon back Ekweremadu. These stories are on the front page of the Punch newspaper. And next is the Nigerian Tribune. And the Nigerian Tribune is leading with this story. 2023 Northern Southern leaders in tight spot over Atiku, Tinubu, Obi. That is the story making the banner headlines on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune this morning. We have other stories as well. FG begins implementation of 10 naira per litre tax on sugar sweetened beverages. CVFF contribution increases from $195 million to $350 million in 1 year. CBN Bankers Committee partner on grassroots e-Naira roadshow. Still on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune. Let's have it, please. NDLEA arrests Brazilian returnee with cocaine concealed in private parts. Ekwuremadu's daughter's kidney donor, whose age is 21 years. Immigration. I deliberately escaped from my Ibadan home to avoid more casualties during 2021 DSS attack. Igboho. Insecurity. Zamfara government directs citizens to acquire guns. Still on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune. The story on Zamfara has these riders announces closure of 2 markets. Security agents to shoot motorcyclists on sites. Gunmen kill Catholic priests in Kaduna, Edo. These stories are on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune. Moving now to the Daily Times. And the Daily Times is still dealing with the story on politics, and it says 2023, I am still searching for my running mate, Tinubu. And it comes with the riders, competence, not religion, will determine ex-Lagos governor's running mate, APC chieftain. Still on the front page of the Daily Times, as VP Atiku was blessing, not mistake, support group replies. Obasanjo. Syrup drags Buhari to court over failure to probe trillions spent on electricity. Banditry, buy guns, defend yourselves, Zamfara tells citizens. World Drug Day. We have arrested politicians in possession of drugs. Marwa. Strike. Why ASU, other unions were not invited to last Thursday's meeting. Labor Ministry. New teachers' retirement age. FD directs schools on implementation. These stories are on the front page of the Daily Times. And next is The Guardian. And The Guardian is leading with this story. ASU strike. Job market dependency ratio worsened as youth remain idle. That is the story making the banner headlines on the front page of the Guardian newspaper this Monday morning. And it comes with the riders, graduates swear to first affidavit to meet up age requirements. Parents seek government intervention. And still on the front page of the Guardian newspaper, let's have it please. Trouble looms in power sector over activation of PPA. These stories are on the front page of the Guardian newspaper. Moving now to the Leadership newspaper. Let's have it on the screen. And the Leadership newspaper is leading with this story: killings. Zamfara, Benue asks residents to take up arms against bandits. And it comes with the rider: Niger Plateau, one of long-term implications. It's unlawful, dangerous, say lawyers. Zamfara people are fed up with everyday killings. Dagash. Defense headquarters, please keep mum. Still on the front page of the Leadership newspaper. Above the masthead of the Leadership newspaper, please, let's have it on the screen. Pardon, stringent conditions delaying Dariye in Yame, others release. 1.5 billion naira debt, 15,000 Kano students to miss NECO examinations. Ilari prominent politicians, Eleko dies at 101. Woman pays assassin 7,000 naira to kill husband in Adamawa. Ekweremadu donors passport valid, genuine, immigration. And still on the front page of the Leadership, Abuja Kaduna train attack, passengers shun Lagos Ibadan rail corridor. These stories are on the front page of the Leadership newspaper. Next is the national economy, and it's leading with this: fuel scarcity, FG in dilemma over the regulation, subsidy payments. That is the story making the banner headlines on the front page of the national economy. And above the masthead, we have this story: rising inflation, MPR hike, compounding naira volatility, APCAN. These stories are on the front page of the national economy. Moving now to the New Telegraph. And the New Telegraph is leading with this story: Jonas' passport states he's 21 years, says immigration. Ekweremadu, Jonas' passport states he's 21 years. And it comes with the rider: validly issued in 2021, adds no correspondence from UK government. Human organ donation for fee, benefits illegal. This story is on the front page of the New Telegraph and states there: strike, ASU, other unions not invited to last Thursday's meeting, Labour Ministry. Oyetola welcomes 10,000 PDP members from APC, says it's dawn of a new day in Osun. And still on the front page of the New Telegraph, kidnapped Edo Catholic priest, 2 others reported dead. These stories are on the front page of the New Telegraph. Yes, below the picture stories there: insecurity, Zamfara governor urges residents to take up arms. Next is this day. And this day says, get guns and defend yourselves. Matawali tells Zamfara people, get guns and defend yourself. And it comes with the rider: instructs CP to issue licenses to willing citizens. Shuts markets, filling stations in 2 council areas. Order security forces to shoot and sight Okada riders in restricted areas. Terrorists allegedly ban political activities in Kaduna communities. And still on the front page of this there above the masthead: UTM offshore. Okay, again, NNPC fails to remit monies to Federation accounts in May as petrol subsidy hits 24 trillion naira. Let's quickly take a look at what the Daily Trust has for us this morning. Banditry, mixed reactions as Zamfara okays arms for residents. Government mobilizes 9,500 gun licenses. Self-defense directive long overdue, but residents call to bear arm recipe for anarchy. Security experts is vote of no confidence on FG security agencies. That is the story making the banner headlines on the front page of the Daily Trust. Moving now to the Daily Sun, and it's leading with this: Northern governors stall selection of Tinubu's running mate. I'm still searching APC candidate. Running party keeps mum. Ruling party keeps mum. North won't accept Muslim Christian ticket. Yakasai. 2023 Obi Kwakwanso Alliance under threat. The stories are on the front page of the Daily Sun. And the last but not the least is the blueprint. And the blueprint has this story. 6 months after Masari's call, angry Matawali asked residents to take up arms in self-defense. These are the stories we have for us on the front pages, some of them actually, of the national dailies in Nigeria. Yes, I have my regular guest in the house who will be analyzing some of these stories for us this morning. Dr. Nkanjus, you're welcome to the program.
Luchi, fine money.
How was your weekend?
It's beautiful.
Yes, we're starting with the blueprint. The story we just read last a while ago. It says, angry Matawali asked residents to take up arms.
I just said that this morning somewhere else. I don't support that.
Okay.
The operating word there is everybody. No. But we may profile certain citizens to have gun. Because we cannot say we should not have at all. Do you understand? I'm trying to seek a middle way.
So if you want to profile certain citizens,
yes,
what are the criteria to use?
Fine. Like maybe retired military personnel.
Okay.
Maybe soldiers that have also retired and stuff, okay, just stuff like that. Or VIPs in an areas.
Okay, only
they could apply.
VIPs.
Yes.
So what about the ordinary Nigerians?
That's where I'm
the
going.
The majority now of the masses
that's where I'm going.
Are daily killed.
You can apply. In fact, it has been said.
Yes,
you read it.
The governor said it.
Yes, you can apply, and they will profile you. You cannot, for example, a miscreant that is Agberu or cannot just say he wants to take gun. They have to profile it because you see, in US, they've just licensed the every gun. You cannot compare US with Nigeria because they are more mature there. In fact, some of them attend training school.
But guns are being misused over there too.
That's what I'm saying. But the level of misuse cannot compare to Nigeria. Okay. Now, let's create the scenario. Let's say everybody now carries gun. You know, we have short fuses in Nigeria as human beings. Nigerians have short fuses. Ordinary to exchange change from an Okada rider. I don't have change. Somebody can just fire you. Somebody can hit your face. Maybe you are in the same office. You are competing for a particular position. Somebody can just fire you and so that it gets there. I'm trying to say that it will introduce anarchy. It's a gradual process. We are not there yet. Perhaps we may get there in future. But as at today, you know, say everybody should carry gun. In fact, this election will not hold. We have not started carrying gun. Did you see what happened? Even what is going on in Osun State now, when people are going to collect their PVC, you saw what happened. Please, there will be dead bodies on the roads. I'm not saying that we should not give guns to certain people, but we cannot give guns to everybody. Operating word, underline everybody. No, I won't support that.
Okay, now let's look at the youth that are going for NYSC training at the orientation camp. Don't you think it's high time the military inculcate real military training and arms training?
In fact, in Germany, to support what we call NYSC here, it's pure military training.
Okay. Once
you reach certain age, you are asked to go for that training as a military man, because that's, if you say that, I will support that. But not everybody should carry gun. Even the NYSC you are trying to suggest, if they profile them, you see that not everybody. In the station I'm speaking, a lady called and said, even if she's offered, she will not take. That it gives her one psychological, you know, if you carry gun, not everybody, even you, I don't know you, but if you are given a gun now, you may reject it. That you will pray and God will save you. You get the point I'm trying to say. Even if they say everybody, not everybody will go for it. So I am saying we are not matured enough for that. Everybody to carry gun, ordinary girlfriend, boyfriend situation, it will just fire you off. Simple.
Now, this kind of directive is coming from governors who might have done their best to safeguard the life of their citizens. It's not, what does it portend for?
It portends that there's failure in security apparatus in Nigeria. No doubt about that. I mean complete failure. Because why would I not say that? There is somebody who is at the ends of affairs of governance in this country, PMB. He is a retired general for all you care. But it's lethargic. I don't like this. He seems not to care. If you like, all of you can kill yourself. I'm not happy with my president. I expected him to have come out one day, fuming, that we have to stop this. We are saying that people should talk to government. I think government should talk to the people who are killing. Just over the weekend, you heard what happened. 20 farmers were killed in Abuja. So I'm not happy with my president that, you understand, he's not coming out strong, fuming to talk against this. He seems to be happy, in quote, with what is going on. I don't like this. So that's why I said, yes, we should carry gun, but not everybody. Then it shows failure of government. And another fact is that the military are overwhelmed. It's not that they are not doing anything, but they are not doing enough. And I think they are not being motivated enough to act up to expectation. And that's why these people that are killing are, getting more power to do it, because they knew that nothing will happen. It's a shame that we are having this happening in our country.
Okay, now the governor is saying that he actually banned Okada riders into local government shutdown markets. Also said they should be they should at site order. Now look at a lot of things are happening with Okada riders. Lagos State too is having that kind of issue. Do you think they should be actually banned all over the country?
I would have said that, but it's a tall order. Do you know that it's a means of livelihood to a lot of people? I think we should profile there too.
Okay.
We should identify those that are. They were sent. Some of them are sent away from the northern part of the country. They rushed to Lagos and Southwest.
Yes.
We should begin to profile
of them.
them.
Are here.
They are here. So I agree that, but we cannot totally ban them. In fact, it will be counterproductive because it's a means of livelihood. If you now stop people from eating, then what you want to prevent will also happen again. So I think we should try to identify the bad eggs among them.
The government go about profiling them?
The government can go about it by calling them. Don't you know they have unions?
They do.
So government should move closer to them and let them register. So that if one of them does anything, you now go to that union to fish out those who are there. That's the way to go.
All right. Moving now to politics. The Punch has the story. Running mate Northwest Northeast fights over sludge. And Tinubu says he's still searching.
He's still consulting.
Okay.
You see, I see politics. The placeholder, there are some people called placeholder. They are holding the place in the interim. I think, for me, I stand to be corrected. That may be the actual person they will use. Because what Tinubu said was this. Immediately he won the primary. I learned that he went to the president that, look, I am of ACN extraction of APC. You know what I mean by that? ACN. Now, CPC is another strong part of APC. Why don't you give me somebody? I don't want to choose. You give me. And I learned this person that is holding the position in interim state is given by CPC. And the man said it too, that is of CPC extraction. They are now trying to see if they can get somebody better than him to replace. Though it's supposed to be Tinubu's call, but he's playing good politics. No, if they now give him, it means they will support him wholeheartedly. But if he chooses his own choice, they may not support him. So he's playing good politics. It's a game of number. So for me, the statement he made is a political statement that I see searching. At the end of the day, it may be this man that will go ahead. And don't forget, ANEC also said, for them to, in fact, ANEC said it does not recognize any placeholder. That is not in their policy. It's not there. But that, in any case, anybody that wants to change the person they just put there on interim basis, it's for two reasons. It's either the person willy-nilly resign, that is no longer interested, or he dies. Can you now see what I'm saying?
All right. Now moving on to the Guardian. ASU strike, job market dependency ratio worsens as youth remain idle.
You see, that is what we are talking about. If government had been encouraging entrepreneurial development via primary school, I'm an advocate of entrepreneurship. I've been saying this. You see, we should catch them young. A situation where students are no longer in school and they are becoming miscreants should not have arisen if we had caught them very young from primary school. Because when God created us, God created us with talents, gifts that we can use to succeed. You know, in Yoruba land, the moment a child is born, the placenta will come out from the mother. One other thing that is not seen with our naked eyes there is abstract. What that child will become will come out. In Yoruba, they call it akosejaye. The witch doctors in those days will tell you this child will be a carpenter. If you make that child to be doctor, if he injects people, they will be dying, because that's not the calling. So I'm trying today, in essence, is that we don't do that. There is no witch doctor thing now. We use observation. Even your child, if you have not started doing that, then you are wrong as a mother. You should be observing your children. You understand? The way they do things will tell you what they are likely to be interested in when they grow. You should carry this to primary school. We will now railroad them. That's what China does. They will discover the strength of children and they move them towards that, so that by the time they grow. So now that they are at home now, they must have been doing something. That's on the one side. On the other side, even now, good parents should get their children engaged who are not doing. I've engaged my own daughter that's at home now. In fact, she just went back to school, that they are doing tutorials. You understand? So that they don't just sit at home. In fact, she was teaching in one school there, because I don't want her to just stay at home. That is the way to go. Then for those who are a little bit aged, they can ask them to go and learn apprenticeship. If it's a lady, they can take them to fashion designers places. If it's male, they can go to mechanic, carpentry work. Engage them. Don't just leave them bare.
All right. Lastly, before we go, fuel scarcity, FG dilemma over the regulation subsidy payment, as on the front page of the national economy. How long will this?
It's a very dangerous dilemma.
All right.
This is what I advocate. Let the federal government continue with the subsidy regime. It's not all financial experts that agree with me, but let me juxtapose the two. Do we now remove the subsidy and allow forces of demand and supply to play, and then end this government abruptly? Or we continue to pay it and manage the situation? You see, subsidy means managed price. This is how we have found ourselves when our refinery is not working. The best thing to do is to, do you know, as we speak now, some filling stations are still selling at 165. Although on Tuesday last week, I bought 185. By Friday last week, I bought 165. Not all, but I'm saying that if, thank God for this subsidy regime, we could have been buying at 300, 500 naira per liter. So I think federal government should still try, no matter the cost, because if you juxtapose sustaining the subsidy regime and getting out of government, you see that they will pick the former. It's better to continue to manage for now.
Thank you very much.